Well, hello everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Bills. This is JJ with you once again. I know y'all been hearing me talk about my other computer, the Dell OptiPlex 790, not 7090, 790. It has the Intel i5 core processor. It's the 2400, and yes, it's between Gen 2 and Gen 3. I would say Gen 3 because it uses DDR3 RAM, so I'd say it's Gen 3. You know, doesn't mean that it's not, but you know, the specification says that it is. So it's Gen 3 processor with, you know, it's doing what it's doing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take y'all on a little journey, because what I did was I went onto my other computer, I fired up OBS Studios, I did some recording for you, so I'm going to be doing a little commentary on what I just recorded from OBS Studios on my other computer. So let's go ahead and take a look really quick and see what we got. Alright, now that we got it all queued up for you, it might look like it's the same. It might look like it's the same right here. If I move this off the screen, maybe I would be a better kind of candidate here. So it looks like, yeah, I expanded the screen a little bit. At least this tells you what today's date is right here, 1/15/2023. So here's the date right here. This, at least you know it's today's date. Now we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go right through the video real quick. We're going to hit play so that way y'all can see. This is the desktop to my my Dell OptiPlex 790. So, whoa, black screened. Wasn't black screened. Just kidding. I was moving it around, showing you I'm trying to do the best I can, and unedited, trying to bring up some HW info, hardware info, trying to bring that up for you, and I'm going to be bringing up for you and showing you what's going on here. Now, this shows you right at the top where it says motherboard, it says Dell, which it's a Dell, and there's no doubt about it. It's an H2 socket LGA 1155, and over there it's got the i5 Core 2400, shows you right there. And it shows you I got a GT 730, the GF 108, the crappy video card. Yes, I do have a normal hard drive, and I got an SSD drive with this. So I got two different hard drives. I got an SSD and I got a hard drive with this. This is the video card right here to show you that it's the GT 730, which I'm showing it, and showing it's not overclocked. It's right at stock. Nothing to it. Basic, the GF 108, and it's okay, but it runs a PCIe bus of 2.0, and I think it's X8 or X16. I think it was X16. And the memory we got is 8 gigabytes, which I'm showing you right there, 8 gigabytes of RAM. And believe it or not, I can put 16 gigs of RAM in this computer, but I broke it down to 8. This is the i5 Core 2400. Says it's running at 3100 megahertz, which it runs a little bit higher, so it runs pretty good. Usually it runs around 3200, close to 33. So it doesn't do too bad. And yes, this is about as, is about as basic as you're going to get it, but does it game? Yeah, it does game. But it's only a 4-core processor. You can't expect much. It's got its quirks for a 4-core processor. You know, um, there's with the socket H2, I can always upgrade the motherboard if I want to, but why would I want to when Windows 10 runs great on it? And this is where I'm taking and trying to size everything up and trying to get it all fit to the screen for y'all. And I had to take and kind of shrink it down a little bit and fix that annoying pop-ups that they have with that there. So had to fix that, and now gonna go over there into Cinebench R20 and pull up Cinebench R20 for y'all. This way, you can see what it does on the 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 processor side, and you can see what it does on the video card side. Will be coming up soon. So on the processor side, we're going to go ahead and run it. I'm fixing it all up here for you. We're going to go ahead and just pop it on. Bring up the HW info. So that way y'all can see the times and temperatures and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure it was running before I popped in hardware info. So that way you all can see that it's running. It's a 4-core processor, so this is going to take a little time to get through. So do remember, this is going to take a few minutes. And I still got them balloon pop-ups. I sorted that out. I went and just unchecked it right here. This tooltips, I just unchecked it. It was a little bit annoying. But anyway, because we don't need to see the tooltips. We need to see the information. Showing you that I got the GT cores and showing you the clock speeds, the temperatures on the cores, showing you the IA cores, the CPU package, and everything's running at 100%. Now, with Cinebench R20, it did put a little bit of stress on the CPU package, but not much. I mean, if we figure out, and I want to pause this for a minute, because I can pause it, just to pause it real quick. If I look up the temperature, so we're saying it's about 153 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so it's about 153 Fahrenheit. It's about 67 degrees Celsius. Okay, around 153, 154, you got about 67 Celsius on it, just to let you know that. I know everybody says, well, you say it in Fahrenheit, but you never say nothing about the Celsius part. So I'm mentioning in the Celsius part. So let's go ahead and continue with this. And just keep it going. There we go. This test takes a long time, especially when you got 4 cores. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed it up a little bit and move it along. So that way you all don't have to sit and wait and see, see the ending to it. We're just going to bump it up. There we go. We got to the end of it. I know. I just speed up through it so that way y'all can see it. Got 745 points. I know that's not much on it for Cinebench, but for the processor, 745 is not bad. Now we're going to go ahead and run Eugene Tropics, and we're going to run a full test through it so y'all can see what the video card's going to be doing. I'm minimizing it down a little bit and running it at a medium setting, so this way y'all can see. It's going to be at DirectX 11, and I'm turning anitroscopy off because it's not really needed. I always turn it off, and analyzing's off too. So let's go ahead and just run it and pull this over a little bit so that way y'all can see what's going on. And there we go. I'm going to run it in benchmark and start the benchmarking test and roll up the HW info down to the bottom where the GPU is so you can see the GPU temps. And right now it's at about 151 degrees and rising. Now the reason why I'm having a heating issue with this this discrete graphics card, believe it or not, is because when I bought it, it seems that the fan is locked at 54%. The fan curve, you cannot move it up or down. The fan curve it barely moves. It won't go to 100%. The card would have to be on fire for that thing to go to 100%. I mean, I have never seen it go up over 60%. It's always, well, I eat my words. It did go up over 60%. Oh my goodness. But like I said, it's never went up to 100%. It's never gotten to the 100% mark. But the card's running at 162 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, 162 degrees Fahrenheit is close to what? About let's see what it is. Let's go and see what it is. Let's see. Let's say 163. That's 72 Celsius. It's at 72 Celsius right now. Full load. We're on a full load. And now it went up to 165, 167. It's at 75 degrees Celsius right now. And the GPU clock's sitting at about 700 megahertz. The shader clock's at about, let's just say, 1400. And the GPU memory clock's sitting at about 665. Video clock's at about 540 megahertz. The effective clock's, like I said, still sitting at 700 megahertz. It's got a 99% load. The controller load is 53%. GPU bus loads at 3%. GPU memory usage is at 2.1%. Now, the fan is running at 64%. Never ever goes up to 100%. As long as I've owned that card for maybe almost a year now, it still sits right where it sits. And there's your score. 43 FPS. Max FPS is at 78, which I know y'all are going to tell me it sucks. Okay, just get it right out in the open and tell me it sucks. Okay, make sure you comment down and below and tell me how much this card sucks. So this way it makes me feel better in the long run because of me sticking my foot in my mouth and spending $100 on it if it was really worth it. As far as recording wise, it does absolutely nothing on recording. It seems all the recording was done off of the processor for OBS. And this is right here, I'm just showing you it's the OptiPlex 790 and the processor, and it's from Dell. You know, giving you the whole 900 yards, showing you right there. And the installed physical memory, 8 gigabytes. So this way you all can see exactly what's in the system. There's no jump cuts with it. This is exactly what's in the system. I recorded it, brought it down to my main PC, and now I'm taking and dictating to y'all what's going on here. And as you can see, it is what it is. And that's the Dell OptiPlex. Dell OptiPlex, the 790. The 790, and it's got the as you can see, we got tripled windows. So, but anyway, that's the segment for that. Now, as you all seen, let me go back up to me. As you all seen, that is my Dell OptiPlex 790. It has the nvidia GT 730 4 gigabyte discrete graphics card running with an i5 2400 Intel processor. I use that for my music and other things. I don't rarely use it for anything else, but I might, since it's doing that well with 8 gigabytes of RAM, I might just up that to 16 gigabytes of RAM and do some when I get video cards, I can do some video card testing in there on DDR3. So I know that sounds like, yeah, everybody's at DDR5. Yeah, of course we're at DDR5 right now. But let's see what's happening at DDR3 and then go to DDR4. And then when I get a DDR5 system, we'll do a DDR5. But right now, I'm working with the older systems and working my way up to the newest system. You know, even though the systems are a little bit older, that does not mean they cannot game. They can game. That system I got over there does just as good on Second Life as my main PC. Just to let you know, this is just a little spectacle outlook of what's going on in my other PC. But anyway, I don't want to make it too long, so if this is your first time here, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you really like the video, just make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you watch the video to the beginning to the end. It would help the channel out. We're working towards the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. And what I mean by 4,000 watch hours is that if you watch the video from beginning to end and you watch all the, just watch all the videos from beginning to end. And this way it adds more hours onto the channel. So the whole idea of that is to make the channel grow, and that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to make the channel grow so that way it can monetize, and then we can work our way and try to see if we can hit the 100,000 subscriber mark. I mean, we'll go from 1,000 to 10,000 to 100,000, but why not go for it and just do the 100,000? No sense of going right to the 10,000. Might as well just go the whole gusto and go right to the 100,000. Let's say if we can get up to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. let's just get past it and try to get monetized and get up to the 100,000 mark. So, but anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Do enjoy the rest of your day. This is JJ, your boy, and we'll see you on the next one.